16 millimeter movie films made by T.D. Isaacs at Deane, Kentucky. These films started in about 1951 through 1968. These films were made while Theodore was vacationing in Florida and other places along with his family. But mostly you will see people in and around Deane, Kentucky and Letcher County. As we go along with these films, I will stop the projector from time to time to point out certain people to be identified at the present time, as well as maybe for people later on in future generations. You will be hearing the sound of a 16 millimeter movie projector, which I cannot do anything about, so just bear with me as we move along through with it. This first section here was made at Dewey Lake or Jenny Wiley State Park near Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Remember, this is 1951 and 52. These people you see here are in front, Raymond Isaacs. The child is Deane or Sissy Cook. Directly behind Raymond will be Helen Isaacs with Catherine Isaacs, Cook, and Dove Hall. Maybe you can see a little more of them as it moves along here. This is Raymond Isaacs in the boat. This is Charles Isaacs, I believe, or maybe it could be Clester Isaacs, and Douglas or Pee Wee Cook. I don't know who that is. Neither do I know who that is. There you see Helen Isaacs in front, Catherine Cook, Charles Isaacs. On the other side of him is his mother, Dove Isaacs, and Benny Cook is carrying Deane Cook. This is a dirt racetrack at Allen, Kentucky, 1951. This was a trip made to Florida by T.D. Isaacs and his family in 1951, driving a 1947 Plymouth. The film somehow or other got to where everything is looking backward. I don't know how this came about. But at this time in 1951, there's a peach orchard. We traveled through Asheville, North Carolina, into South Carolina, and on into Florida on U.S. Highway 23, U.S. Highway 25, and U.S. Highway 178, as well as Highway 301 into Florida. Some of the countryside, I think, North or South Carolina. Remember, this was in 1951 before the interstate highways were built. This was one of the major roads south at that time. Picture here is yours truly, Raymond Isaacs. I'm trying to put these film from a 16mm movie onto a VCR camera. There you see the car we were riding, and that is Roy Isaacs sitting looking out the back door window. We just crossed into South Carolina. Dad loved to make a lot of scenic films, and he especially enjoyed woodlands, lakes, and rivers. Finally reached the Florida state line. Most of this was shot from the car as we were moving there. We crossed into Callahan, Florida. We traveled down Highway A1A along the coast down to Daytona Beach, Florida. I think that might be the St. Johns River you're looking at, Florida. Tried to pick up some Spanish moss, but didn't come out too well. Palm trees. This is the Surecrest Apartments where we stayed at that time, Daytona Beach. Here you see on the extreme right, Helen Isaacs, Roy Isaacs, and Raymond Isaacs walking along the beach. Looking back from the beach onto the shoreline. This is T.D. Isaacs, or Theodore Isaacs, better known. Most people called him T.D. He was the one who made most of these films. I don't know who that is. There you see T.D. and Roy Isaacs coming toward me. This is Raymond and Roy Isaacs trying to catch some fish or crab one, I don't know. Dad liked to add little things on the film, you can see. Here's High Knob near Norton, Virginia. A little lake and recreation area on top of the hill there. Let me back this up here just a second. Well, in the front there you see Dove Isaacs holding one of the daughters, the younger daughter, and behind her is Helen Isaacs. There you see the guy with the hat on is Willie Hall holding his son Donnie Joe and Rodney Dale Hall. Back here on the extreme left is Riley Isaacs, a brother to T.D. or Theodore Isaacs. Back it up here just a second again. Alright, there you see Helen Isaacs, Riley on the right, Riley Isaacs in front, his wife Dove behind him, Willie Hall carrying Donnie Joe, his son. This is Sue Collins with one of her high school friends. I can't remember her name. This is T.D. Isaacs in front, Willie Hall and Donnie Joe. This is Ruby Isaacs, daughter of Riley and Dove Isaacs. Chimney Rock, North Carolina. Now you're looking up at the rock coming down. There's the entrance to go into an elevator shaft, to ride an elevator to the top. From the top of the rock down in on the hillsides and the valleys. Car moving in the parking lot down there. Two gentlemen here are two of the older citizens around at that time. On the right is Squire Hall. He rode a mule most of the time. You see his saddlebags, he always carried those with him. And on his left is Ezekiel Meade. He loved to drink a whole lot. taken in front of the old Mill Creek Schoolhouse. This scene here is, the gentleman in front is George Isaacs, father of T.D. Isaacs, Rebecca Isaacs, George's wife. Behind Rebecca, I'm not sure who that is. I can't make out. But the person in the back there is Felix Sexton, taken in front of T.D. Isaacs' store and the post office. That could be Oscar Isaacs. There's Square Hall again. Right here is Raymond Isaacs and Douglas or Pee Wee Cook. We're all standing here is Peggy Isaacs, daughter of Oscar Isaacs and Lonnie Isaacs. Oscar is a brother to T.D. or Theodore. This is H.R. Hall. These are some of the kids playing in the schoolyard at Mill Creek Schoolhouse. Film's about faded out. Teachers at this time were B. Lois Collins and Louis Martin. This young lady here is Vivian Bentley, daughter of Edward Bentley, brother to Helen Isaacs. Here is Sue Collins, daughter of Bill and Loretta Collins. Loretta Collins is sister to Helen Isaacs. You see the train moving up Mill Creek, the old steam train, 1951, 52. Before the diesel train started moving. These two gentlemen here, the one on the left is Uncle Riley Bentley. The one on the right there is either Newt Bentley or John L. Bentley. At this time, both of these gentlemen were at or near 90 years of age. Uncle Riley Bentley lived to be 99, well, like the few days of being 100. This film was made in 1952 and 53 in and around Deane, Kentucky, and through the towns in Letcher County. There you see T.D. Isaacs' General Store and the post office he ran. This is Cannon Hall, operated Cannon Hall's grocery store near the foot of Rock House Mountain on the Deane side. This is Willis Hall's store. That is H.R. Hall there. And that is Donald or Buddy Hall, son of Will and Edith Hall. That is Georgie Hall, also daughter of Will and Edith Hall. There's Will, Georgia, and Donald, and the other kid I can't identify. This is Edith Hall, wife of Will Hall, and Linda Lou, or Biddy Boo Hall, her daughter. Hippie Grade School, 1952 and 53. Population of Neon at that time. There's the town of Neon, 1952 and 53. Crossing the street there from the left is Raymond Isaacs, Hayden King, Roy Isaacs, and Lawton King. Back up here just a second, that guy's turning his head. Right there you see on the left is Elmer Bentley, son of Ewins Bentley and Quiller Bentley, brother to Helen Isaacs. Going on down through the town of Neon in 1952. Coming into Neon Junction. Jesse Wright's home. We're starting up through Hyman. This was Gish's service station and grill, about the middle of Hyman. There's Raymond Isaacs been inside. On up through Hyman. Movie theater there on the right. Turning right there in the middle of town, the old smokestack and the water plant, Jenkins Lake. Coming into Whitesburg. Main Street in Whitesburg this time. Parking was allowed on both sides of the street. It was pretty crowded. Going out of town. This is a family. I can't identify hardly any of these people, but I think they were, a lot of them were Willie Collins' family. Not sure who they were. They were walking up the road just below Deane. This is Ernest Yonts. Lived up near Deane in what is known as Schuler's Fort. This is his wife, Mary Yonts, closing the gate. It's hard to tell who these people are, but on the extreme right is Nettie Bentley, in the center is Sue Collins, and to the far left is Sue's mother, Loretta Collins. Back it up here just a little bit. This is Lincoln Quillen, married to Vernon Quillen. Vernon Quillen was a sister to Helen Isaacs. Lost some of the light here. Bear with me. Back it up here just a little bit. The lady was a little camera shy there in the swing. That is Vernon Quillen. She won't look toward the camera. This is Loretta Collins, sister to Helen Isaacs, married to Bill Collins. And on the left there is Jimmy Johnson, son, and Janice Johnson, children of Nettie Bentley Johnson and James Johnson. This is Henry and Martha Cook. Henry Cook is a brother to Benny Cook, married Catherine Isaacs, and Martha Cook is sister to Helen Isaacs. This is two of Henry and Martha's son, Delmer on the left and Deane on the right. This was made at their grandfather's home, John L. Bentley's home place. This is Elmer Bentley, Elmer Cook, son of Henry and Martha Cook. I've got my tongue around my eye tooth and I can't see what I'm saying. This was a football practice at Fleming Neon High School. One afternoon, Deane Isaacs had his camera over there and did some filming. Football practice and scrimmage there. Used to run about 10-15 laps around the field every afternoon after practice to keep you in good physical condition. That was the team in the dress uniforms at that time. By the way, number 70 there is Raymond Isaacs. I did play on that team. Gymnasium and the old high school, Fleming Neon, before it burned and they rebuilt another. This is the coach, James Foogren, at that Vaughan at that time. On the far right there is Coach Jones, James Vaughan. Guy on the left there, I don't know who that is, but the guy in the plaid shirt is Johnny Cox, a basketball player that started out at Fleming Neon, then transferred to Hazard High School, and from Hazard High School to the University of Kentucky, where he made All-American and was on NCAA National Championship team that University of Kentucky won. Raymond Isaacs walking down the steps after practice. A rainbow doesn't show very well. January 4th, 1953. See some of the snow looking down from P.D. Isaac's store down toward the junction and then along the back of the store on the hillside. Ice formed on the cliff in front of the store. On Cold Tipple on the right, car parked in front of the store. Turkeys coming into the barnyard. Raymond Isaacs on a sleigh. There's Kermit Quillen on the sleigh. This is Mick Short. This is Mick's wife, Hassie, and their son, Bobby Short. This is the scene in the schoolyard at Mill Creek Elementary School. See Louis Martin as the teacher. The kids always had to line up before they went in after the play period. And Vita Lois Collins also a teacher. Kids having a little rough and tumble. That is, on the left there is Merle Quillen. This is Janice Baker on the left and Peggy Isaacs on the right. The little girl in the green, I don't know who she is. I don't remember who those kids are, but they were all local kids in around the Mill Creek area. The one in the center facing you to the right is Hatler Isaacs, and the boy on the left there, I can't remember his name right now, but it was Millard Mead's son. Maybe it's Bobby or Delno. I don't remember. This is one of the teachers at that time, Louis Martin. This is Vanover, George Vanover. lived near the mouth of Razor Blade at that time. And this is George Vanover's daughter. Georgia Vanover. Just got a motorcycle, small Harley Davidson. There's Raymond riding it, and Roy, and I'm not sure who the other person is. Charles Youngs. And Glenn Bentley. Glenn Edward Bentley, better known as Buddy. This is Roy Isaacs. This little gentleman right here is Danny Sparks, son of Harold and Enid Sparks of Deane. Harold's mother was the sister to Helen Isaacs, Cindy Bentley, or Cindy Sparks. This is Avi Short, a brother to Mick Short. This is Allie Hall, or Allie Wright. This is Bernice King, sister to Hayden and Lawton King. Danny Sparks again, along with Haroldine Sparks. This is Jesse and Barbara Meade, daughters of Tommy Meade. On the right there is Catherine Cook. On the porch is Benny Cook with Diane, his daughter. Next to Benny, sitting back again on the side of the house, is Madge Hall. She was a teacher in Letcher County for many years. And in the chair is her husband, Herman Hall, with their daughter, Netha Gale Hall. This, the one closest to you, is the sons of Benny and Catherine Cook, Douglas or Pee Wee nearest you, and Donnie the other. These are grandsons of T.D. and Helen Isaacs. Donnie and Pee Wee. On the far left there is John L. Bentley, father of Helen Isaacs. The gentleman on his right is Leonard Bentley. He had sons with Doyle, Harvey, and Willie, daughters Juanita and Peggy Bentley. guy with the walking there is Walt or J.D. Meade, son of Tommy Meade. This is Caroline Hall, mother of Willie Hall, with Helen Isaacs. These are children of Willie Hall. On the far left, Donnie Joe, Louise, and Robbie Dale. Their mother Ethel is standing there with them. Donnie Joe, Caroline. Donnie Joe again. This is Uncle Riley Bentley. As I said earlier in one of the films, this is a little better view of him. He lived 99 years and 360 days or so. Like just a day or two of being 100. Riley Bentley at Nuke Bentley's home. There is Nuke Bentley. This is Pauline Isaacs. This is Charles Younts facing you there. Now this is at the theater run by T.D. Isaacs. He only had it open on the weekends, showed mostly Western film. Hopalong Cassidy, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, those type of cowboy heroes. Back it up here just a second. This is Carl Hall. He moved away into California. On the extreme right there is Raymond Bentley. Allie Wright with her daughter, wife of Ralph Wright. Harvey Bentley, son of Leonard Bentley. Again, everything is moving backward. You've got the film reversed. This is the old schoolhouse at Mill Creek. I'll be short. Far left there is Esteline Younts, along with Mavis Meade next to her, and the lady in the back I can't identify. This is Imogene Collins and Marjorie Surgeon. Back it up here just a little bit. It's going to be hard to see. This is Taft Hall. think it is, on Rockhouse Creek. He and Squire Hall, as you will see coming towards you here, had an armful of horse weeds to feed Squire's mule. They were getting ready to have a poker game, so they were going to feed the mule, and they generally played until dark. There's Squire. This is Wally Quillen. They're acting like they were having a little poker game here. Wally Quillen, Squire Hall, going on, I don't know who that is on the left, and we'll go on around to the right. That's Taft Hall, and Ezekiel Meade. Identify those people. This is Esteline Yance, daughter of Lonzie Yance. This on your one closest to you there is Evelyn Craft, Imogen Craft, Benson Meade, and Esteline Yance off to the side. P.D. Isaacs home. Saul David Coal Company at Deane, Kentucky. Sold out to Bethlehem Corporation. Bethlehem sold out to Kentucky Criterion. At that time, the coal crossing said the plant was torn down. There you see the steam train again coming up Mill Creek.